Hello everyone. Hello everyone. Welcome to our Mine Clearing Robot DAO info seminar session. I'm 𝐸 from Kambria. It's my great honor to be your host today. In today's session, besides sharing more information about this initiative and our partnership invitations, we would like to take this opportunity to raise public awareness about my actions with a heartfelt sharing between supporters about their own stories. 3 key sections that we will go through including Kambria introduction, guest talks, and heartfelt sharing my stories. From the Kambria side, please join me to welcome Ms. 𝐸𝐬𝐬𝐻, CEO of Kambria, and our program coordinators, Ms. 𝐸𝐻𝐻 and Mr. 𝐈𝐧𝐻𝐻. And it's our great honor to welcome our guests. Our first guests are Ms. 𝐵𝐵𝐴 Solomon and Mr. Omar Mohammed from 𝐈𝐧𝐻𝐻 Organizing Committee towards a landmine-free world. And Mr. Omar is one of our keynote speakers today. He's the Robotics Program Manager at 𝐷𝐿TA International, LLC, an innovation enablement platform that mainly ignites innovation in new and emerging technologies through capacity building, pre-incubation programs, and competitions with a vision of breaking barriers between people and technology. Mr. Omar is also the Executive Manager of 𝐈𝐧𝐻𝐻 International Competition. The first outdoor robotics aims at raising public awareness of the seriousness of landmines, in addition to leading the underwater robotics challenges in the North Africa region. Our next guest is Mr. Tuấn Nguyễn from Smart World, a tech team that carefully consider business needs and user problems to create right products. And Mr. Tuấn is our keynote speaker today. Although with the starting point as a zero-tech background person, he is now a product owner in EdTech and blockchain. Mr. Tuấn started to view YouTube videos, explore science and technology with great love for those topics. Especially for all the small actions that he took 8 years ago, he got chances to work and learn on the skills that needed to become a strong product owner as he is today. Our third guest is Ms. Xuan Huy Yi. She's a co-founder of Terraformers and a community builder at Audacity. She strives to ensure that her work is both environmentally, socially sustainable and create positive cycles impact on local communities. Her work at Audacity, a movement to catalyze a humanity-centric future supported by innovative technologies, involves community outreach to young, aspiring entrepreneurs, where she led Prototypical, a national prototyping festival in Singapore. One more time, please join me to welcome all of our guests and our participants. To kickstart the info session, I would like to invite Ms. 𝐸𝐻𝐻 to share with us an overview of Kambria, Kambria DAO, and the Mine Clearing Robot DAO.
Thank you, Kay. Let me share my screen. Okay. Hello, everyone. So following the path to make technology open and contribute more to the society, we are brought to the opportunity to contribute to this cause, Mine Clearing Robot DAO, as a community action to heal the earth. In this presentation, we would like to share an overview about this DAO. If this resonates with you, join us to be a part of this social impact. First, a short introduction about Kambria. Kambria is an open innovation platform for deep tech such as AI, robotics, blockchain, AR, VR, IoT, etc. We aim to serve the waste and inefficiency in today's innovation model. We usually see university research projects less weighted, startup invention lost forever, individual contributions are fragmented, while corporates thrive on their patents and secrets. To solve that problem, our approach is to democratize and decentralize the ownership, development, and commercialization of technology. So how can we do that? We are building a strong ecosystem with 7 initiatives. Starter program will bring together solution seekers and innovators to develop deep tech solutions project portfolio is a repository of DeepTech projects to help them connect with Kambria network for collaboration opportunities. NFT IP program is a marketplace of DeepTech solutions. Kambria DAO is a model for community to co-own technology. Open Innovation Hub is our global partner network to accelerate open innovation all around the world. Education is a place for our community to share and learn together. And tokenomics is the use of Kambria token for interaction in Kambria ecosystem. We are open to collaboration with anyone who shares the same goals and views with us, and we want to be your trusted partner too. Our strength is the global network of developer communities, innovation sponsors, government and incubation partners, and the labs and university partner projects and expert network. And now a short overview about Kambria DAO. As you may already know, DAO stands for Decentralized Autonomous Organization, is increasingly interested and adopted, in which a community use blockchain to facilitate decentralized autonomy. The control is spread out among all community members who can use governance tokens to vote on the rules or changes of the DAO. By this, we can empower the community with trust, transparency, and automation, and enable open source solutions to be commercialized by the community. Now, Kambria DAO is a model for community to co-own technology, in which each DAO is started by dev team submitting their proposals with a solution of technology they can develop and open for community to co-own. The community will collectively buy into the solution by participating in the DAO. Then dev team can start to develop the solution, and development progress will be managed monthly. And the DAO is owner of the solution will design and contribute to the commercialization as well as get paid from their contribution. We are launching the first 3 DAO for all 3 robotic solutions of pet care, Mine Clearing, and ocean cleanup. These DAOs will run on SDAO platform which support different blockchains. Kambria DAO will be on Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain to follow the direction of Kambria token. For more information about Kambria DAO model, please check our website and you can join our Discord community. And now an overview of the Mine Clearing Robot DAO. We would like to start the story with the partnership between Audacity and Kambria seeded in 2021. We call it a meeting of hearts. While Audacity has been working on initiatives of alternative universal design of a city, which are around the needs of people and community, Kambria initiatives focus on shaping the future of technology, where technology is open and contributes more to the society. One of Audacity's projects is the Minecraft, aiming to solve the landmine problem by combining robotics and gamification into a robot miner controlled by gamers. And one of our programs is Kambria DAO, an initiative for community to co-own technology. And the Mine Clearing Robot DAO is where our paths cross. We are glad to have the Minecraft team join us today, together with my Sweeper team that we are happy to get connected recently. Looking forward to your sharing today, as well as our collaboration in the future. I would like to share some of the facts we have found in our research, which motivate us to take action. There are about 100 million landmines worldwide left over, each year killing or maiming 15,000 to 20,000 people. 1 in 5 are children. Mines can stay active for 5 decades, which hinder agriculture and construction, and as a result, many mine-afflicted countries are poverty-stricken. It would take more than 1,000 years to clear all the landmines with current handheld metal detectors method. As we see in this photo, Local citizens usually use dangerous methods to detect the landmines, such as poking the ground with long sticks or training dogs or rats to sniff out explosives. So our approach to build the DAO would be 4 phases. Phase 1 is to develop the robot solution. Phase 2 is to implement the solution. We can introduce it to Mine Clearing service partner to buy or rent as an alternative method. Or the DAO will run donation campaigns to call for supporters to buy the robots and donate to service partner. In phase 3, we will create community movement with DAO gamification, such as reward DAO members with 𝐻𝐸 tokens for running donation campaigns, or reward supporters with an NFT representing their robot and credits for the contribution of their robot. Or we can reward the miners with 𝐻𝐸 tokens for their work and sharing their story to the community. In phase 4, we will speed up the work via community. The miners can team up to implement service at local, and we will have like annual global prize for the best team. Some potential partnership we would like to propose. First, to dev team. If you are experienced in R&D Mine Clearing Robot or similar solutions and interested in collaborating with the DAO as dev team partner to develop the solution, please submit your proposal by the end of January to demonstrate how you should be selected. The proposal should show your team profiles and relevant experiences, your development plan until the solution is ready for implementation. Note that the development progress will be managed monthly as per Kambria DAO model. You can show some demonstration work such as initial design, functional flows, demo, and prototype, and the quotation of your development work. Here are some teams working on Mine Clearing Robot solution that we have found in our research, and we love to connect and collaborate with them in this DAO. To Mine Clearing service partner, if you are experienced in doing Mine Clearing service and interested in collaborating with this DAO as service partner, we would love to have your engagement in development phase to suggest your needs and test the solution. Then in the execution phase, we can collaborate to implement the Mine Clearing service using this robot. And these are projects dedicated to Mine Clearing service that we would love to collaborate. To community partners, some potential collaboration we would like to propose, such as collaboration in raising public awareness. We can cross-share Mine actions among our community. We can also co-organize activities to raise awareness, for example, a charity run. Our community partner can be a hub of the DAO. Partner will lead the DAO community of your hub to take part in the implementation and get paid for the contribution of your hub. If you have any additional collaboration ideas, please share with us. To fund contributors, some financial information we would like to highlight for your reference. Mine Clearing accounted for more than 20% market share of global military robot market, and its value was more than $4 billion in 2019. The financial framework of Kambria DAO model. First, the fund contributed by DAO members will be allocated 55% to dev team for solution development, 30% for solution implementation, including marketing and business development work in the pre-revenue stage. 15% will go to Kambria for DAO organizing work, and the revenues from solution service will be allocated 70% for service implementation and 30% to DAO fund contributor as revenue sharing. Let us know if you have any additional collaboration ideas, and please follow our upcoming events. After the info session today, the proposal submission portal will open, and dev team can submit their proposal by February 10. Then we will have an online DAO launch event tentatively in March 24 for that team to present their proposal, Q&A from community experts, and we will kickstart the fundraising on SDAO. Thank you, and looking forward to our partnership, and let's make this happen together.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Ling. Thank you so much for sharing.
Let me stop share.
All right, so we will move to our second section, is about Get Talks. Our first talk is about our journey for a mine-free world from Mr. Omar, the executive manager of Minesweepers International Competition. Like, the ultimate goal of the Minesweepers competition is applying robotics technology to solve landmine problems, which matches the new strategic mission of IEEE regarding to foster technological innovation and excellence for the benefit of humanity. So, hello, Mr. Omar, please share with us this topic.
Hello, and thank you for having me here, and thank you, Lian, for your presentation. I will just share my screen. Is my sound clear? Yes.
Okay.
Can you see my screen now? Okay. Okay. As you mentioned, the Minesweeper is the first international competition that aims at raising public awareness of the seriousness of landmines and unexploded ordnances contamination. This is Minesweepers. 61 countries. These are some facts about landmines and how this is a serious problem. 61 countries are affected of anti-personnel mines. It costs us about 300 to 300 victims to get a landmine, while the cost of removal could be between 300 and 1,000 to remove one mine. There are 12,000 types of mines around the world. 46 of victims are children. 1 donor and 2 injured are killed when we do in the regular way, when humans can be involved in the searching for the mines. Minesweepers Towards a Landmine-Free World is the first international competition on humanitarian domain establishing in 2012 that aims at raising public awareness of the seriousness of landmines problem. The ultimate goal of Minesweepers is applying robotics technology to solve the landmines problem, which matches with the new strategic mission of IEEE to foster technological innovation and excellence for the benefit of humanity. Here we match with the SDGs goal of the United Nations that set to help for good. So we help in good health and well-being for moving the mines, actually, and the quality education, as the competition is a challenge-based learning, so each team has to learn about robotics and landmines and how to detect and remove them using robotics technology. That affects very well in the sustainable cities and communities, as one of the cities that already turned from a huge area of landmines to the fourth generation city of new technology-based city. That's actually we run the competition this year and the previous one. We match here in partnership as we search for the partnership to collaborate together and end this problem. Let me explain briefly about the competition and what teams should do. There are some mines that buried or in surface, and that each team has to create an automatic map for the whole area and select on it the surface or buried landmines and the type of it, so can be removed easily. The biggest problem of landmine to find where the mine itself. Then removing it would be much easier way. Teams can use drones, multi-robot systems, wheeled robot, legged robot, anything they can choose to create their missions. Around the past years, we have been existing and participation team from 15 countries. 50 robots has created through the competition with from 1,500 participants. They came from different 70 universities around the world. We have different categories, so we can help a junior to raise the awareness of the serious problem and university students as well startups. Those are some of the countries we have been teams has came from. The international competition had ran two versions with 𝐈𝐧𝐼, the International Conference on Robots. It was run before in Chile or Spain, Portugal, Egypt, and in Malaysia. I will show you some quick video and highlights that we will take. This version was in Macau, China, in 2019, where where many teams came from around the world to compete in the international version. That was in 𝐈𝐧𝐼 conference.
We have 7 different competition events, and MineClearing bring a lot of participants, so you can see all we have today. And then obviously this competition can give our students different knowledge in terms of the robotics.
Not to take too much from your time, the video is available on YouTube, but the main idea here is that there are a robot and it detects the place of the landmine and create automatic map of any land of area that assigned to him. The next version of 𝐸 competition will be in Al-Amin Robotics Champion, which was one of the most cities in Egypt and in the world due to the World War, the Second World War, affected of landmines. A huge area of it was removed and then turned to be a fourth generation city type. Let's share. Here students are facing in a new type of area, the competition and its activities, where some teams are remove some of the metallic simulated mines. There are some of our partners due the previous years and where they being together to help us. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Alma, for sharing this topic with us. We can see the scale of the competitions as well. And thank you for the journeys and also the projects that you guys are working on. So meaningful. Thank you so much. Okay, so Kambria has received a meaningful sharing from Mr. Tuấn, which is people who take any action to help bring about good chances also change themselves for the better. So anything for this world and for your development, just do it. The next sharing is from Mr. Tuấn for the topic, 1,000 years to clear on landmines. What can we do to heal the earth faster?
Hello. Hello, everyone. Can you guys see my screen and hear myself clearly?
Yeah, we can see and can hear you now.
Okay. Yeah, I just a little bit introduction about myself. So my name is Tuấn from Vietnam, and right now I am 30 years old, and I'm working as product owner in EdTech and blockchain. So my message to you guys here is real changes comes from the first small actions. We are here to talk about fight again and bring about good changes, right? So I want to quickly come back and talk about why we need to do this. And so why is my problem is a big problem is kill people, right? You can see here is a type of bomb that you can imagine it's a very big bomb, and when it come down to the earth, it will explode and distribute an enormous number of small bomb, and this small bomb will explode and continue to spread million of metal fragment, and whenever a fragment hit a people or an animal or anything, it will destroy that thing. So that is just a very there is an invention, but a very evil invention of human being, right? So some statistics, annually, yearly, thousands of people are dying because of landmine, and a lot of them are children. One more thing is that it takes a lot of money, and also it takes a lot of human life to remove mines. One deminer is killed and 2 injured for every 5,000 successfully removed mines. So it will take the deminer a lot of deminers are killed while removing mines. And the number of landmine remain on the earth is enormous. So the first thing I want to say is kill people. That is very obvious, right? The second thing is spread fear, and it kills freedom. Imagine that you are a boy or a girl living by a stream, a beautiful forest, but every time you go out, your parents tell you to be careful of the mine, because that forest, that stream is hidden with mines here, because there is used to be a warfare, or that used to be a fight here. So your world is just from home to school and back, and you always in the stage of fear that you will hit a bomb one day, or you will hit a mine one day, and you say bye-bye to your life. And if I am that person, I will I think I cannot develop to that till I am now. and I truly empathy for those people and children who have to live in the area that is that has bomb or mine. And the third point I want to say is if landmines hinder economic development of the whole country, like mines cost between $3 and $30 to make, but the cost of removing them is 300 to 1,000. So country will need million and trillion of dollars to remove the bomb and the mine. And it's also those countries, most of them are developing countries, so they don't afford the money to removing all the bomb, right? So they cannot use that bomb. Sorry, they cannot use that land because like it's too dangerous. It's too dangerous to like come and use that land for you or for agriculture. For example, Afghanistan and Cambodia would double their agricultural production if landmines were eliminated. So yeah, you get the point, right? So first one is why, and now how we can fight and end this type of problem, a big problem, like the world problem. It's not just you and me. It is a problem of a lot of countries in this world. So I think just like every big problem, just like every problem that have the scale of the earth, I think we have to use like I don't know to say that is it's like one small change will bring enormous impact. And then for example, I'm standing alone. I'm just a small human, but when I take action, I might inspire someone, anyone that is like listening right now or like watching me right now, and then you might be inspired by my action, and then you will continue to do something, and together we can do big like bring about big impact. So that is a how, like a kind of like methodology. And now what we will do to solve that problem. So I think there will be 3 points here. So first one is technology, second one is awareness and fundraising, the third one is community. About technology, I think it's obvious, like the technology to build robot and build like instrument to remove and detect bomb is out there. But I think that we just need to combine those technology together. For example, like IoT or drone or AI, or like some robot that can move between the tree in the forest. I think the technology is feasible, but we just need to like combine those technology together. Yeah, I'm not a person of technology background, so I think I will move on with awareness and fundraising. My point here is a few percentage of the world know about my problem. Like for example, some people born after the war, they will not like they will not know there is a problem called my problem or bomb problem. They just don't know about it, and when they don't know, they will not contribute and they will not do any action about it. And also the government or some big organization or even some people that are responsible for those bomb will not do anything, because like nobody care about that problem. So why I have to fix my problem? Why I have to fix my fault? Because like nobody know about my fault, so I don't have to fix it, right? Yeah. Also, I think fundraising is very important, because like, yeah, without the money and without the resources, we cannot do anything. Especially with developing country, they do not have like the money to do so. And the final point is community. I think community is a very strong, like a very strong force. Sorry, I will see any. Okay, and another thing. For me, when I have got the chance to work with Kambria, I think people here, everyone in here in this room, you guys is like a community to me, and like you guys are the like-minded people to me. Like you guys care about the same thing. You care about like the earth. You care about the life and the freedom of people. You care about the life and freedom of the animal, just like me. So I want to connect with like-minded people, and I want to connect with people who believe in what I believe. So I think having a community, belonging to a community is very important. To develop ourselves and to solve a big problem. Yeah, so my final point here is a great changes come from the first small actions, and also like people who help bring about good changes also change themselves for the better. Like you can see here is like, I don't know why I put my photo here, but I think it's relevant at some point. Like you can imagine that we are doing we are climbing a mountain, and along the way we will along the way, after we finish climbing that mountain, after we solve that problem, ourselves will become stronger. Like every muscle, every knowledge, you will gain muscle, you will gain knowledge, you will gain skill, and you will gain the connection. You will gain like a lot of things is gained after you successfully do that. And even we failed, right? Even we at some point we look back and we don't success. Everything's still there, you know. The skill is inside yourself, the knowledge, the connection is still there. So why not, huh? Why not? So anything for this world, as for your development, just do it. Yeah, I think that is all I got to say. Thank you for hearing me.
All right. Yeah, thank you so much for your sharing, Mr. Tong. Obviously, yeah, we can see that a huge lot, and also like the danger that caused by mines. All right, so thank you. One more time, we would love to say thank you for your sharing. Okay, and for our next guest, Ms. Shuan. She was also a project lead of the Minecraft projects, applying digital twinning technologies to create safe and comfortable places like the workplaces for individuals. And now, Ms. Shuan will share with us the topic, combining robotics and gamification to a demanding robot, like a problem statement.
Hello.
Hello.
Let me share my screen. Overdone. Somehow my screen said, okay, I need to come back in because somehow my screen sharing is not enabled. Give me one moment. I'm so sorry about that.
Okay, so do you need our help? Like we will support you to share the screen, or you
okay.
would like to do that? Okay. So
I think you can share it for me then.
Okay, we will share it.
Do you want to put it on full screen?
All right.
And yeah, okay. Thank you. Yeah, so hello everyone. Nice to see you guys here today. So I'm Xuan. I was the project lead of the Minecraft project at Audacity. Next slide, please. Yeah. Yep. So the Minecraft Audacity is basically a Singapore-based movement where we are working on catalyzing a humanity-centric future supported by innovation and technology. So right now, this project, we're no longer working on it, but we're very happy to hear that Kambria is very keen to help organize it now to take this project forward and also hopefully realize the vision or even create like a bigger impact that we could at Audacity. And Audacity is very keen to support in whatever ways we can in terms of knowledge sharing from our previous venture in this project, or anything that we can help with. So I'll share a bit more about this project, which we spent about 2 years working on, and some of the reasons why we created this project and our thought process behind it. So next slide, please. Yeah, so I think we all already know that really like not all jobs were created the same. Some jobs are really of a nature where they are much more monotonous and high risk, but that doesn't necessarily translate to a equitable payment in terms of like justification for the amount of risk that people have to go through. So this is where we feel like it presents an opportunity for us to use technologies such as AI or robotics to revamp the way jobs are performed in these fields that are really not rewarding and super dangerous. So one such field that we identified back then was the demining jobs, especially within Southeast Asia, I think based on the statistics that was shared earlier. Next slide. Yeah, so our project really back then was to redefine the role of robotics and AI in our workforce. Because back then when we started this project, a lot of the conversation that talked about robotics or AI was focused on creating robots to replace humans on the jobs, instead of really looking at how people can work with robots and AI to support their work. So we wanted to use them to create an alternative mode of work that is much more enjoyable and safe, while securing the livelihoods of individuals who are dependent on the job. So our vision, next slide. Our vision was to provide individuals with more time freedom and create a safe and enjoyable workplace for all with robotics and AI. Next slide. So the Minecraft was an open, I think there's one slide before this. Is there? Oh, okay. That's it. Never mind. Can I go back? Sorry. Okay. Yeah, so the Minecraft was an open innovation ecosystem based on digital twin games with real world impact. So in simpler terms, what we envisioned was really like someone could be playing a game to control a robot, and which actually does the dangerous and monotonous work for you. But then so we are enjoying the game setting and we're really just having fun. And this creates the safe environment and the enjoyable environment where people can get work done without worrying about their safety or without worrying about their livelihood, and they can still be rewarded for the work that was done. So this open innovation ecosystem that we're building is built on the principles of peace, wellness, and environmental regeneration. Yeah. So some of the observations and gaps that we observed in robotics and AI was that there's a very high initial R&D cost that is required, which makes the development very, very prohibitive. And also the development process of any kind of robots or AI is usually very, very long, and it requires very specialized data sets. So we have to pay like data scientists to clean up this group of data, but even the data collection itself is a pain point. Yeah, and lastly, I think like after many, many years of research, which Ms. Lien shared as well, a lot of robots really don't make it to commercialization, which results in a huge waste of resources and a lot of unfulfilled potential. So what we observed back then when we were working on this project is that there are a lot of demining robots that are being done in the research labs, but then none of them are actually working on the field or being deployed to the field. And so on the field, we still have humans who are really trying to demine them like manually, like human demining, which is still very dangerous. So there's kind of like a mismatch between what is put into research and the actual impact that can be created. Yeah. So next slide. So a lot of the opportunities that we observed and mega trends that built kind of like the premise of this project, or how we conceptualize the project, is really like these two mega trends. So one is the ever-growing gaming economy, So if we look at statistics about gaming, since like PC games, mobile games, or even those arcade games, actually they don't really cannibalize each other with a new form of game that comes out. So the gaming economy is really ever growing, and it provides an opportunity for us to capture this economy and use it to create tangible real value. And also in terms of like the sharing economy, where people are really sharing high value stuff. So robot is one of the most high value things that we can kind of think of. So we thought that we should enable more people to participate in the development of robotics, to help earn game rewards while completing actual work. Next slide. So so how we thought it would work was really when a robot is being developed, a simple prototype in its early stage can be placed on the field first for users to operate. So the prototype could be like a data collection robot or something that is required to further the next stage of the research. And through that, as users operate the robot, researchers can gather capital, data, or time through the game to fund the development and research of the robot. But in return, the users will get to complete their work and also receive income for the mines that are removed. Next. So in general, like what we explored in Audacity for the past for the 2 years that we're working on this project was that we worked with a lot of young students in Singapore to build different kinds of robots that we could potentially pilot. But we didn't really like make further progress on this project because it's very capital intensive. And also I think we needed someone who really had like a lot more passion, because right now I'm kind of working on my own startup, and we needed someone to kind of help run it. So I hope that someone in this community would be willing to take on the developer role, the dev team role, and create the impact where it is really like much needed. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Joanne, for sharing with us. And also thank you for the projects that you guys are working on, especially to combine with like the gaming economy. Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. So one more time, thank you all for sharing with us your meaningful journeys and also the insights. And now we will move to our third section, is heartfelt sharing, with the topic, My Stories. For the first one, sharing the question about like a mind action, I would like to invite like Ms. Joanne. So one more time, we would love to ask that, have you ever done a mind action, Ms. Joanne?
I haven't really worked on like a proper mind action. So for me, like when I joined the Audacity project as a project lead, that was kind of the closest I have ever been to the Mine Action. And actually I went for the Mine Super event in 2019 at Macau as well. Yeah, that Omar shared earlier. So so actually I was very inspired by, I mean, my background is in mechanical engineering. So when I graduated and I came back, I heard about this project, I was really very inspired by the potential impact and the way the project was built on reconceptualizing the systemic change, creating a systemic change about how robots can be utilized and how robots can help to create impact. So that was quite exciting for me to work on.
Yeah, thank you for your sharing. Great impact. Yes, thank you. Turn to the next question. I would like to invite Mr. Tuong to share with us. Hello, Mr. Tuong. Do you know anyone who has been through a war?
Actually my grandmother is sorry, can I don't appear here. Why?
Okay, so please wait a little bit.
Okay, I'm here. My grandmother is through the world, and actually I share with Kambria a photo of the scar of my grandmother because of the bomb. The bomb that I shared with you, that type of bomb is exploded and caused the scar in the body of my grandmother. And Luckily, I think I can say luckily, because like it's not my grandmother still can walk and do all the normal thing, except for the scar. So I must say lucky, because like a lot of people in our country, like it's just like either die or don't have the hand or the leg to walk. For me, I recently I still see a newspaper news that told a story about a boy, like when he playing by the stream, and he collect a small like bomb, like in like this size, and they don't know that is a bomb, and then they play with it, so it's explode, and the hand is gone. So I think that is a kind of like I cannot imagine without my hand how my life will become, because like I am a designer, and I have a lot of you know, to me the hand is very important, I think, to all of us. So it's still like the bomb and the mine and the explosive thingy is still there, and as I just mentioned, it's spread fear, and it's kill the freedom of the people around that area. Like the effect is last for hundreds of years, I think, without our action.
Okay. Thank you so much for your sharing. Yeah, and we can see that time flies, but lost stays. Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so for the next one, we also would love to ask Mr. Tuấn that are there any landmine areas in your home country?
Yeah, actually, in Vietnam, there's a lot of countryside, I can say province, that still have landmine. I just read a shocking number, is like we have 64 province, right? And 63 of them is polluted by landmine. Like it's a shocking number to me, but actually those province, people just left. They don't live there anymore, because like when they grow up, they will have the chance to study and like to move away, so they choose to move away, because they cannot do anything, because like they cannot making their life on a land with mine there, so they just left. And those province is not like people just left and they move to big city. So in Vietnam, the population of the big cities is very big, but some areas the people just don't live there, because like there might be mine there. So yeah, I think the with Vietnam, the mine problem is a big problem, but I think in the world right now, there's still some country that have to face more more, how to say, like for example, just for example, Cambodia, or some country I forgot, but like yeah, a lot of country in this world besides Vietnam are facing my problem. Actually, before the chance to talk with you guys about all of this, why I do the research, I'm quite shocked with those statistics, because like before this week, I don't know, I don't know that mine is that big problem. I think that it's just, I don't know, the war is gone for like 50 years in our country, and I don't think that there will be that much explosive stuff still there. So it's I think that we need to do something to spread the awareness, because like I just mentioned, a lot of people don't know that problem exists.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so we also can see that we need to take like lots of efforts, right, to clear the mines and bring back safer places. Yeah, thank you so much for your sharing about this question. So with the next one, talking about community activities to raise public awareness, I would like to invite Mr. Alma to share with us. So hello, Mr. Alma. So if we organize some community activities to raise public awareness, which activity do you think we should do?
To help other to know about reading awareness, as mentioned by the Tuan shared with us, we don't need people to deal directly with the landmine. So we trying to get more awareness for public, and especially for those who are interested in robotics and AI, to help us to find better solutions. So no more interaction between humans and landmines, you see. So we raise awareness and about their interests, and it's the same the solution for the problem. So they create we create the ecosystem for them through the competition to be able to create robots that help in this. They learn, and the same way they got more information about the problem exists. That's the way we can see it from this point. At the same time, we are trying it with humanitarian organization as we can to show them the examples of the simulation of the area we create, to how to remove or to detect the landmines, so we can share with each other the solution, and more like mentioned, to be part of a bigger community, helping in know about this problem and helping in solve it.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mr. Alma, for sharing. Yeah, we also noted down. Thank you. And also, we would love to ask you one more question. Like, besides the community activities right now, that if you have a mine clearing robot, so how do you want it to help you?
I want to make sure that my way is safe, simply. And the design robot has some constraints on weight. So you see the whole idea of landmine is when pushing it detects some weight on it. So we have some constraints on the robot weight to keep it working as much as we can, and scan the area and make even if it passes over it, it detects it, but the landmine in the same way does not explode. So I wanted to see my way safe, so I can do all of my activities freely.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. And Also, I would love to ask Miss Shuan. So hello, Miss Shuan. So if you have a Mine clearing robot like this, so do you have any suggestions for this?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
All right. So the question right here is that if you have a Mine clearing robot, so how do you want it to help you?
I think that's a very good question, because for me right now, I'm not really like working in that space anymore. So I would think that if I have a Mine clearing robot, then I might probably like donate it to the field, and hopefully it can, yeah, someone can use it to save their lives, and yeah, have a much better working environment for themselves.
Yeah, okay. So seems like we need more time, like also like more contributions for the ideas for the Mine clearing robot. Yeah, thank you. Anyway, thank you so much for all of your sharing. All right, so because we have gone through like the questions for this one, so right now, before we move to the next session, we would love to say thank you for all of our guests sharing. Thanks for your passions, love, and kindness that you are spreading to the community. Before informing our next milestones, there is a small part for answering questions that we have noted via our registration forms, and Ms. Ling will share with us the answers for each question. The first question is from Hassani Ali with the sharing. I just like to be a part of this project. And the question is, what does it really mean and how will it help the community? As an individual, what may I go to contribute and how do I achieve it?
Thank you, Thư. Thank you, Ali, for wanting to give a hand. I hope you get the meaning of this project from previous sharing in this info session today. Via this project, Kambria community can help raise public awareness about my action in the young generation and can contribute our part to solve the problem with technology capacity. As I have shared in the introduction, you can contribute as a member of developer team or service partner or community partner or fund contributor. Everyone can be a part of it. For now, you are welcome to join our Discord community to stay updated about our upcoming activities. We are calling for developer teams to submit proposals. It would be great if you can help spread the news. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. The second question comes from Adamu Muhammad from an organization involving general merchandise import and export, like to make the world a safer place by understanding and mitigating the mines. It's also a meaningful sharing that Kambria has received from him. The question is, how can we cope technological advancement and achieve goals and objectives?
Okay, so in order to cope with technology advancements and achieve the DAO's goal, our approach is partnering with experienced dev teams and experts. We are calling for robotics dev teams around the world to submit their proposal and participate in solution development. We will organize a session for dev teams to present their proposal and invite community and experts to evaluate as well as share suggestions so that we can learn from the wisdom of the collective. Actually, I think your experiences of import and export will be valuable to us in the implementation phase. Thank you for sharing the same dream with us to make the world a safer place by understanding and mitigating the mines, and looking forward to our collaboration in the future. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ms. Ling, for sharing the answers. Currently, via sending sincere partnership invitations, we're calling for more partnership collaborations, and Kambria would like to share our next milestones. For Mine Clearing Robot DAO, on February, like the 10th, is for dev team proposal submission. And on March the 24th is online DAO launch event with key points including dev teams will present proposals and receive like Q&A from community and experts. And we also will kickstart the fundraising on Excel and share how to join. For Pet Care Robot DAO, the dev team proposal submission is on January the 27th, and also online DAO launch event is on February the 24th. So one more time, we would love to send like sincere thanks to our beloved participants and guests for sharing lots of heartfelt stories. Thank all of you for joining our info session today. We hope for a good initiative and attempt to contribute to the journey of ending landmine scourge once and for all. Please join Kambria Discord channel for more updates and discussions. We really hope that you had such a meaningful time. If you have any suggestions or any questions, please feel free to contact us. Have a good day or a good night. And goodbye for now.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Thank you for your participation. Goodbye.
Bye everyone.